G'day YouTubers, how you all going? My name's Wilfred, Wilfred's PC World, Lakeside Cottage in Loch Sport, Victoria, Australia. Today's date is the 16th of the 2nd, 2015, and as you can see, we're going for a drive around Loch Sport. First stop was the surf beach. Went there, done a quick film on the lookout, and then we went to the lodge, and then we went to the supermarket, and the video stopped just after we passed the pub, and also fed a magpie. I hope you liked the video, and if so, please subscribe.
For countries to respond positively to Indonesia's representations, it's good for Indonesia to respond positively to our representations. These young Australians have done the wrong thing, no doubt about that. They should be punished, but they shouldn't face death. That's the representation that we are making constantly to the Indonesian government right now.
Well, the government has to follow our recommendation.
Well, I have made a further personal representation to President Widodo, because we are obviously wanting to leave no stone unturned here. Like millions of Australians, I feel sick in the pit of my stomach when I think about what is quite possibly happening to these youngsters, and like every parent, I want to try to ensure that nothing terrible happens to people. So we are constantly making representations. We are constantly trying to appeal to Indonesia's sense of itself as a stable democracy under the rule of law, and that's what our latest representation is all about.
Are you going to represent a phone call, or what does that mean?
Well, what I don't want to do is turn this into some kind of test of strength, because if we do turn this into a test of strength, I think we are much more likely to back the Indonesians into a corner to get the result we want.
How optimistic are you that their lives could be spared?
I don't want to peddle false hope, but I do want everyone to understand that everything we can possibly do, we are doing. We are straining every fibre to try to help these people in a very, very difficult position.
Can I understand your reluctance from us to get involved with any legal argument, given these claims of bribery that have emerged overnight? But does that provide some hope of at least perhaps a delay? Does that help you in this 11th hour appeal in any way?
Well, what we understand is that there are still legal options available to these two Australians and their legal teams, and we certainly appreciate that the Indonesian government doesn't normally go ahead with executions of this type while there are legal options still available. And that's what we're saying to the Indonesian government, given that there are legal options that apparently are still there. We think this is good for people's health, physical and mental. We do want to encourage people to consider an extended working life and a very modest rise in the pension age.
An internet cafe close to where El Hussein was killed. In an interview with CNN, Denmark's Prime Minister, Helle Thorning-Schmidt, says that the country has been on alert for some time.
We had for a while been in alert about the terrorist attack, and that is also the reason why the reaction we had yesterday was carefully planned, and it worked out very well because of the authorities were very faithful to them.
Here at home, the Foreign Affairs Minister Julie Bishop says the federal government is considering stripping citizenship from Australian dual nationals involved in terrorism. Tasmanian federal Liberal MP Andrew Nicollick suggests Australia follow the lead of countries including Britain, France and Canada, which have moved to suspend all revoked citizenship rights for dual nationals. As Bishop says, it has already cancelled buying passports for those suspected of being involved in terrorism. She's told Channel 7 she's now looking at more permanent measures.
We know
million Thailand terrorist. We need to err on the side of the victims. There have been 15 appeals in the UK and only one's been successful, and we understand our obligations under the Statelessness Convention, but if you only have one citizenship, that is an Australian citizenship, then there are certain other things that can, perhaps should be done that what you're doing is wrong.
Oh, I want to come back to that issue, but just on the face of it, on the one hand, we're cancelling passports so people can't leave. On the other hand, we propose to revoke citizenship so people can't come back.
I'm saying that if you are a dual national and if you aren't rendered stateless by the removal of your Australian citizenship, that is, you have the citizenship of another country, then we should take away your Australian citizenship, I believe, because you aren't rendered stateless. And when you have totally abrogated, subordinated your obligations as an Australian citizen, left this country and thrown your lot in with transnational terrorists and engaged in some appalling behaviours, then you shouldn't be coming back to Australia if you have the capacity to go to another country.
And Andrew Nicolette, getting back to the issue of people who are Australian born, and there are examples of this, of young homegrown terrorists, so to speak, who aren't dual nationals, who are single nationals, who are Australian citizens. Under the terms of the law we've signed, the Stateless Convention, can't leave people stateless, can we? How we can't cancel their citizenship, can we?
No, you can't. Let's have the debate, Fran. Maybe we can suspend this.
What would that mean?
Maybe we can have them do what they do in the UK and have them reapply to a special immigration court to say to their countrymen, I will de-radicalise, I will set aside these transnational terrorist ideals, and I will reconnect with the people of my state, and here's how I'm going to do that. But those who engage in these activities should be subjected to the full force of the law, and we've changed the laws in recent times to make sure that occurs.
Yeah, we've got to be careful here, don't we, though, because getting back to that notion, I mean, there are laws in place, people are jailed for these acts now, so they are facing the full force of the law. There's no sense that people are, performing terrorism acts and then running around scot-free.
But this is the point, Fran. Those people who have dual nationality in France, I think if they engage and are convicted of a crime of terrorism within 15 years, then their highest court in the land, socialist, left-wing France here we're talking about, has said that it is legal where there are dual nationals who engage in those things within 15 years of their citizenship to have their French citizenship taken away. I think most fair-minded Australians would say that when you harm your community, don't expect the benefit from it, and when you subordinate your duties as a citizen in this way and you are a dual national, then I believe it's a fair debate that we need to have in this country.
That's Liberal MP Andrew Nicolette speaking there to RN's Frank.
You're listening to ABC News Radio.
And if you're listening to the last 3/4 of an hour, you've heard the Prime Minister turn out and say that he has now made another personal plea to the Indonesian President to spare the lives of 2 Australian drug smugglers facing execution. Australian officials have learned today of the preparation being made for the expected executions of Andrew Chan and Mayuran Sukumaran. Meanwhile, bribery allegations against the judges who sentenced Chan and Sukumaran to death have surfaced. The Prime Minister at his news conference in the last hour declined to comment on that. Indonesian correspondent George Roberts says a former lawyer who represented the pair made the claims. On their pension. The government will cut the rate thresholds as of next month, meaning some people will receive a lower pension while others could lose eligibility for the payment. The Social Services Minister Scott Morrison says the additional investment means more than 700,000 pensioners will be, on average, $80 a year better off. It's a modest increase, it's a small increase, but it's an important increase, and it says very clearly that as economic circumstances change for part pensioners, for those on disability pension, carers payments, things like this, then the government needs to make adjustments so they can deal with those circumstances, and that's what we've done. Now, this will be in addition to the changes that are made in every September and every March, so there'll be a further increase then. And what this says is, contrary to Bill Short trying to scam pensioners, the pension is going down. This is not true, they're going up.
The Queensland nursing home accused of abusing and neglecting residents says the manager of its Thunderbird facility had created a culture of cover-up. News Limited is reporting that management failed to prevent a resident from dementia from attacking other residents and ignored reports of underfeeding and neglect of medical conditions at Carrickey Kevnop Grove facilities. The Chief Executive, John Campbell, says the organisation acted quickly once a complaint was made and the manager has been sacked.
The manager on the site did create a culture of cover-up by convincing staff that people higher up were aware of some of these incidences. But as soon as we became aware of them, we dealt with them swiftly and decisively.
Journalists are demanding tougher action from the Philippines government after another death over the weekend. As Shirley Escalante reports, more than 30 journalists have been killed in the Philippines since the president, Benigno Aquino, was elected in 2010.
Police are investigating the killing of 71-year-old Movito Mill, who is known for his strong commentaries against the illegal drug trade. The National Union of Journalists in the Philippines says this is the second journalist murder in the country this year, the 34th under President Aquino's administration.
My name's Wilfred, West Wilfred's PC World, Lakeside Cottage and Loch Sport, Victoria, Australia, signing off. Thank you for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day now.